One of the upcoming big comic book movies of 2020 is, of course, the very popular Scarlett Johansson, an award-nominated Scarlett Johansson, but we'll talk about that in just a little bit, movie Black Widow. Now, Black Widow is a movie I've said for a long time I've had no interest in. I've had no interest ever since the first Avengers movie, no interest in Hawkeye or Black Widow. None. They're fabulous characters as supporting characters in the MCU, but I've never been interested in a solo story for either of them. And what are we getting right soon? A Hawkeye series on Disney Plus and a Black Widow movie. So there we go. But the trailer came out and I actually really did enjoy the trailer. Well, now Kevin Feige is talking a little bit about this upcoming Black Widow movie. And we know exactly when the movie comes out, or exactly where the movie is placed. The movie takes place in between the events of Civil War and Infinity War. So that much we know. And Kevin Feige is now talking a little bit about it and saying that actually the events of this movie are going to alter our perception of things that happened in Infinity War and Endgame. Here's what Kevin Feige had to say. He said, but we had this thought of exploring a little bit of her past that we hadn't seen before and how that impacts the adventure she had in between Civil War and Infinity War. And in fact, there are things that she does in Infinity War and Endgame that you'll see in a new light once you see Black Widow. So Kevin Feige here is saying that our perception of the Black Widow character and the things she does and maybe the things she says in Infinity War and Endgame, it'll change the way we see those. Now, if you're like me, which is, let's jump to the most radical thought possible immediately, we're thinking, oh, Black Widow in Infinity War isn't actually Black Widow. She's an android. We're going to find out in Black Android. She body swaps with a droid of some sort, and she actually goes up to join, I don't know, the Skrulls in space, just like Nick Fury did at the end of Spider-Man. The real one's there. She's not actually dead. That was a robot. No. Aaron, I see these words. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are thinking that we're going to speculate huge about what does this possibly mean. I think it probably means something very minor. Mm-hmm. I'm believing, like, there's this speech she gives in Endgame about how, I was directionless and then I found this family, talking about the Avengers and stuff like that, and I found this job. I think Kevin Feige is just referring to, we're going to have more, now that we see her family in Black Widow, her saying, I found this family. I think he's meaning something small, like it's just, I found a new emotional home or something, and it'll give it a new little bit layer of depth, but I really don't think it's going to be something that fundamentally alters our understanding of those movies as some people are speculating. I mean, it could be something that big, but I have a feeling it's just something probably small. You hear these words from Kevin Feige. How drastic or not drastic do you think this change of perception is going to be?
Well, I hear what you're saying, but I also think that Kevin Feige is acutely aware of the fan base, and that if he throws out something like that and doesn't deliver on that promise that people will have some this massive alteration in their perception of these films, then he's going to get the backlash of that, of saying, hey, you promised us that we were going to have some. I don't think that it's going to be something so minor that it's a detail that's just fluff. I also don't think that it's going to be Invasion of the Body Snatchers and Black Widow isn't actually dead. I mean, possibly, but I think that that's a bit of a stretch, a little shark jumping right there. But I do think that he is giving us a nugget. And also, let's be honest, it's coming at the right time because, as you said, you didn't exactly have great anticipation for this. We've had people write in that are not exactly thrilled about the idea of watching it either, and thinking that this is going to be a film that is a standalone that they don't really need to watch, that it doesn't necessarily fit in. And what Kevin Feige is letting us in on is, hey, if you're part of this universe, if you're watching this universe, you need to watch this film because it's not standalone and it will offer information that'll inform the way that you watch and maybe even make us want to go back and watch Infinity War and Endgame again to see those little things in the way that we didn't see them before.
So you're kind of suggesting that he's just playing the good marketing card right here, a little bit of...
It's definitely, he's doing a nice little marketing to drum up some speculation, and look at us right now. Of course, we're talking about it. People are going to start there. There's going to be all the different theories that people are going to start throwing out, and it's going to spiral on the internet, and that'll be exciting to watch and see how that gets unraveled. But also, I don't think that he's wrong. I think that there has to be something about this film that allows the audience to see the other films in a way that's a little bit different. Otherwise, it is just a standalone film. And why?
I see what you're saying. Well, guys, question is, what do you guys think about Kevin Feige's words? Do you think it's going to like drastically change how we see Infinity War and Endgame? Do you think it's going to be a minor thing? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.